Multiverse has an identity crisis. And the new season will be coming up. The end of season 1, we can go ahead since we got the game on. The new season will be coming soon. Let me get to the right thing here. The season ends in one more day. And there's one more day before a new Rift comes out where you would hopefully do it all before so you could do this mission. So, yeah, we'll get to all that in this video. I thought it was very important. So I spent this weekend, if you were on the streams, playing Multiversus and going about Looney. I plan on uploading videos of some of the Looney quests that I did. They won't be completely put together because I didn't do all of them on camera. Unimportant. As you see, I have Agent Smith. But the point of this video is that Multiverse does have an identity crisis. The first thing being, does it want to be a player versus everyone game, or does it want to be a player versus player game? I remember when the beta came out a while back, Player First said they wanted this game to be Evo. First of all, we'll also mention the fact, I'll just throw this in there, there's way too many nerfs, constant nerfs. Just because people complain about characters don't mean that you can nerf them to oblivion to where they're not fun anymore. Velma has been ruined. They changed Garnet where some people are okay with it, some people aren't. But they keep nerfing the PvP aspect, and they are heavily focusing on the rifts aspect. It is insane. You have all these rifts right here. There are 7 rifts right here that you have to do. When you started the game, you could only do either easy or experience. One of the missions was always to bring another player into it. So if you didn't have a player to play with, you just don't get that mission no matter what. And it's not like you can do like co-op like with a friend or anything. No, you have to go online. So that's a big issue we're talking about too. That goes towards the PvE aspect of the game. But on top of that, they also have this going on. The event has ended now, but while this was going on, the Loonies level of difficulties was unlocked to get all these items. How do you get all these items? You beat all the bosses. How do you beat all the bosses? You do the PvE content, which was the rifts. It took getting 7 of these. You had to do this, all 7 of these on 2 difficulties. At first, you had easy experience and then you could unlock crushing, that's 3. So you had to slow drip them all the way down. The problem with this game is if you want to be a PvE game, your time zone has to be way better. Because not only did Agent Smith drop, and he was finally able to be played because they allowed you to get the final rift, which just so happened to be him, but also the next day, mind you, not even like the next week, the next day, they drop Looney difficulty for all the pre-existing rifts. Every single one you have to do now in order to get these rewards. All these rewards. And obviously you're going to want to do it quick, right? You're going to want to do it quick. You're going to want to get it done. You want to get these things. You have 8 days to do this. So even if you decided not to do it today, or you tried not to do it before the season ended, you had 8 days to get all these missions before it's gone forever. And you'll probably, I don't know, maybe you have to buy these later and you just don't get them for free, but that's ridiculous. Another issue is it's just not good. The way they made this work, first of all, you cannot pick your character early. Like, you can't choose what you want. You have to struggle through to get Agent Smith. It would be fine. It would be fine if you could just play it normal throughout the beginning. This was locked. This was locked away. You couldn't even do this. You had to wait until July 10th. You had to wait an entire other month to even do the Looney difficulty. And then they dropped them all at once. And these Looney difficulties aren't easy. First of all, they're not even doable by yourself. I did most of this by myself, and it was hell. I was lucky to find somebody to play with, shout out to them, but if I didn't find anybody, I would have not been able to do it, because even though I did all this by myself, this boss is impossible to beat by yourself. There's no way you can beat it by yourself, unless I guess you level up your gems to level 20 or however high they go by spending a ton of money. That's the only way you can do it solo, because you don't do nearly enough damage. So you have to find people. So if you have no luck finding people, and I don't even blame people who don't want to do it because these rifts are so annoying. These bosses are extremely annoying. So to even find somebody willing to help you is a godsend in this game. But this game is not going to make it past season 1 if this is going to be every season. Now, you may think that this is all good and fine. You know, you gotta grind. It's a free game, right? It's a free game. Oh, the game is free. You should be happy you get anything. First of all, gachas are free and they grind. They're not nearly as bad as the grind as this was. This is way worse. Let me tell you, for example, the reason this is too difficult because you can't do it alone no matter how hard you try. I will tell everybody about this. I spent actual days, well, 2 days technically. It took me 2 days on insanity mode. It took me 2 days on insanity mode to beat these two. This is before they added an extra life. This is before they added a support character you could bring with you. And even with support, this mission is ridiculously overpowered and completely messy. Even with a friend, it took nearly like 30 minutes to pull off, maybe more. And they want you to do all this in 8 days. They want you to do all this as soon as it releases. Of course, everybody wants to play it the day it releases. And then you make the community more toxic because now they gotta be elites. Be like, oh well, I'm not gonna play with you unless you have level 8 and 9 gems. I'm not gonna play with you, please, I need your help. I'm not gonna play with you, you only have level 5 gems. You should have been playing all along, you loser. Maybe try harder, okay? Maybe play a little bit more PvE in this PvP game. So what do you want to be? What does this game want to be? Does it want to be a PvE game or does it want to be a PvP game? Because the whole thought about them going to EVO seems way out the water when you change characters on a dime every week. So even the PvP aspect is getting ruined. I can go play Fortnite right now. I haven't played it in like a month. Even with all the content. I could probably spend 2 days and complete everything. Except for the time-limited challenges, which is normal on these games, which is a whole other can of worms that I don't want to open up. But that's just in general. But in Fortnite, I could do that for 2 days straight. I could play the racing, I could play the music mode. They have so many modes you can play. So many different ways to easily get experience. Now, I will give credit to Multiversus. They did do something good. They did boost the experience up. They did boost the experience. They allowed you to get experience when you won, lost, all that stuff in PvP. It's good. You have missions that make you do PvP, but most of the stuff takes place in the rifts. All these rewards here, they take place in the rift. Like everything to get good stuff goes in the rift. Now, yeah, I don't want to play a game where I'm just constantly grinding all the time. And last time in the beta, you had to play constantly to get the hearts or whatever little thing they had you collect to unlock skins so you could buy them. So what is the option? Is it the alternative that? Maybe it shouldn't even have that at all. Maybe they should consider the whole system is bugged. Because of Multiversus, I haven't been able to play any game I want, and I had to make an entire weekend set aside so that I could complete all the missions. And I did it, but it was not a fun time. I don't look forward to seeing this in my future. And if they continue to do this, I don't think this game has a future. It's going to go to another shutdown. People who keep supporting this and say it's fine, just get better, they need to open their eyes and see that when you're just constantly saying the game is better, even than when it was in the beta, then you're actually killing the game. You're not helping the game. You're making it worse. It's just bad. Like, you could do it all on your own. You could do all the missions on your own up to Looney. I legitimately don't think you can beat Looney on your own, the bosses. The missions, sure. With enough trying, hardballing, you can do it. Of course, I can see that. But the bosses are ridiculous. They hit you too hard. They have way too much health. If you try to do it alone, you will not survive. Unless you have all 10 gems. Even then, 10 gems aren't enough. They still make you fly off the screen. So that is a big problem with this game. Gems are not a difficulty spike. My level of gem should not affect how hard the next level is. If you want to make the computer slightly smarter each level, that's fine. If it's a skill issue, that's another meme, skill issue, then fine, I can get better at the game. It's fine. But when you lock it behind, let me do this, let me show you, the gems. When you lock it behind gems that are level driven, which you might not have because it's all random. It's RNG all the way. So I'm lucky to even have as many 10s as I have on this one because I did the horror later than most people because I didn't start playing from the beginning when the game released. And that's another problem. So let's say these gems, okay, so next season it might not be that bad, right? Because your gems are already level 10. You can do all the harder difficulties. You'll get more power on your gems. Then the Looney difficulty probably won't even be that tough to you. You could do it on your own. Let's just say, for argument's sake, sure, that happens. That's what they do. Even new people are still going to struggle, though. Just, I want everybody to know that doesn't help. And the second thing they could do, and I hope they don't, I want somebody to start talking more about this, because this is something I can see up WB's alley. They could actually just reset your gem numbers. Or they give you different colored gems. They're like, new season, new gems to level up, get strong, fun activities. You know they'll try to sell it to you some way. And I'm going to throw this in here too because I need everybody to remember this because I'm not going to let this be time gapped. This Looney difficulty now says the Ultimate Rift Challenge enemy attacks are non-stop and will do significant damage. Before, it said lives are available to buy with Gleamium. And then when people said that is not cool, what did Player First Games do? They came out and said it was a quote-unquote glitch. There is no way the verbiage here is a glitch. That is a glitch. Like RPGX saying that giving you 1,000 gems over 500 is a glitch. That's not a glitch. That was on purpose. And then you saw the results and you weren't happy with it. People complained and you changed it. Thank goodness, because if you had to spend money to do this game would be dead before the season even ended. And I like this game. I want this game to succeed. I love the idea of it, the Warner Brothers situation, all the characters coming together. But Rifts is not it. Like, Rifts is not a good way to tell the story. I don't even know what the story is. We start fighting Joker, then we're chasing Stripe, then we run into Jason, and then for some reason we go into Dexter's lab. That leads to nothing. We start going on a beach party, and while we're having a beach party, some shark aficionados show up because, I don't know, they saw we're at the beach, and now we're back to the main story where we're going to fight Agent Smith because the dog told us that he can talk. And now the final boss, I was under the impression Jason was defeated. And I was actually under the impression Joker joined us because he's in some of these rifts talking to you like he's on your team. So I don't even know what the story is anymore. The tutorial is the best way to explain the story. That's how it seems. These rifts are not good ways to tell the story. They needed a real story mode that was fun to play, that they could just keep updating, but all these little missions they got is not fun. Making the difficulty so hard is not just make the enemy hit you harder so that you die faster. But you better have enough help, or you better have enough gem levels to get through it. That is the bad design for the game. I can't believe anybody would deny that. I can't believe anybody would say otherwise. It's not a good system. It's not fun. You want us to do this? Could you imagine having to do this every season? You slow drip the ability to unlock Agent Smith so we can get him quote unquote 2 weeks early, and then just shoot it all up. And then I have to go out of my way to do Looney, which is a time waster on its own. This game, I don't know if this game gets benefits for people playing for hours on end mindlessly. But if they do, they definitely found the system to do it. But how long are you going to do this? How long are you going to do this? And now we got the next two rifts, which is probably going to be easy. Could be insanity, because for some reason, that's another issue. The first few rifts, they went from Looney to Crushing. And then after that, for some reason, they just decided to make the difficulty insanity and easy. Crushing, be damned. Crushing's not even available. And that's another thing. Why are we locking them? They don't have a time limit to say when they come. They shouldn't have been done anyway. So I don't even know if the Looney one will be unlocked to get this Agent Smith skin until later on, until the next day. I don't know. I like this game and I want this game to succeed. That's why this video exists. It's not a video of negativity just to be negative. That's not the whole point of this. But the game has to do something in order to save itself. This is like Street Fighter having a role-playing segment that you have to play in order to unlock clothing for Ryu or something. I don't know. I don't play Street Fighter. Like, they have a story mode, but it's not dependent on how well you play the game to get stuff. You do it in PvP. Do you want this game to be PvP, or do you want this game to be player versus everything? I don't know what your goal is, Multiversus, and I don't even put this on Player First Games. I want to end it with this. I don't blame Player First Games for this. I do blame WB. They are the kingmakers when it comes to ruining properties and killing franchises and killing things. This game will die if WB keeps pushing this stuff. Also, I do want to throw this in. I didn't have this in my little segment. Player First, if you want us, okay, look, I love Shark Week as an idea. It was fun. You got what, like 8 characters for free, maybe 7, because one of them you get a banner, and it was random characters you own, so that, or don't own in my case. So that's cool. You got some people got this Joker for free. Some people are having to pay for it if they want it. That's just how it goes. These little bundles. If we're gonna start doing Matrix variants of characters, and we're gonna start doing shark hats, this game needs accessories as an option in skin colors. Because right now you expect us to pay what is this, like nearly, that's like $9 right there probably. You pay us like $5 per Matrix skin. How many characters are in this game? How many characters are going to keep coming? All these characters right here? You want us to get Matrix skins and shark skins for all these characters? How long until they make you pay to put a scarf on Rick? And then Shaggy, and then Steven, and then Jason, who couldn't even get a shark hat because apparently he glitched out when he got a shark hat put on him, so they couldn't even give him a shark hat, so he gets no shark hat. And then another issue, this needs to be fixed too. If I want to purchase the fighter, oh, is that Gleamium? That's trying to charge me Gleamium. What the hell? Okay, I was gonna say if you want to make it so, I want you to make it so that I can use my fighter tokens, not my tickets, but not my Gleamium or my tickets. So that's even worse. That was just an aside. But this game is not gonna make it. If it keeps going the way it's going, it's not gonna make it. And if people just don't know. People just don't know, or they just pretend like this is okay. And I think somebody needs to say it because the new season is coming soon. And I'm excited for it because I do, like I said, I do want this game to survive, and it's just the first season. They could retool it and make it better, but you can't have PvP challenges and PvE missions that you have to do to end the game. Like, that doesn't make sense. You can't slow drip everything. Everything was either time gated or it was cash gated, and both of them are bad. Some of them both. Like, there was a mission for one of the events where you had to use a Game of Thrones character in a summer skin. You either wait more days and do the next missions, or you buy the skin and do that mission and get it a little bit quicker. That's not the way and then, like, the end of the season is gonna be a thing. And then next season, who knows? Are they gonna fix this, or is it gonna be more of the same? I hope it's gonna be fixed. I don't know how much of the events and stuff has been planned in advance, but we'll see. I will be playing it on Monday, the final Omni, so check that out when you come on this channel. We will be doing that on the last day, so that'll be tomorrow by the time this video is uploaded, and we'll see how the story ends. Also, they didn't have videos for the rest of these, which I think is just lazy. But yeah, this game needs help. Needs help. A lot of help. Anyway, that's my opinion. That's just the opinion. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Doesn't matter. But I don't know. How do you feel about it? Multiverse players, please come out there. I love it. The community has PvP people and PvE people. I need to know both of your sides. Am I wrong? Am I completely off? Am I just being a whiny, complainy baby? Do I just need to get good? I don't think so, but that is my opinion, and I will sprinkle in some footage of my less attractive moments. I don't know, I'm 119 damage, and the match just started, and I'm so confused at even what's happening. Seriously, why is this a thing? Like, why is this a mission? Like, why is this a difficulty? This is fun? This is more fun than the original? This is better than the beta? Where's the fun part? Why does this feel like a job? Why did they do this? Why would they make this mode? Anything. Why would anybody make this? This isn't fun. This isn't challenging. This isn't hard. This is unfair. This is completely ridiculous. This is absolutely insane that this mode would exist. Is it because you want us to play with people? You want us to be with other people? I don't play fighting games to make freaking missions with people. It's not a skill issue. It's you don't have the high enough numbers, so they're gonna do 1,000,000 damage to you. And Jason has a fucking gimmick. What's up, Hallow? Welcome to the worst experience of my life. I don't blame anybody for not wanting to do this ever again. Why would you? If you ever beat this, why would anybody want to do this? Even to help somebody else. Why would anybody want to be participating in this? To be fair, when you have another player, it's not as bad. But I just can't get over how ridiculous this whole thing is. I just can't get over it. This was clearly made for you to play with other people. Combos go, yay! What a great team. What a good team that worked. Well, you guys are so great. I love how one of them knocks me down, the other one knocks me up. It's great. It's just so good. I love synergy. To just to show you what I mean when I say doing loony on your own is not loony, it's literally insane. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.